Hell yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be calling this one because oh my god, I was right, boys! Sleipnir and Loki, let's dance. Alright,
Yep.
I'm happy now. BPB, have fun.
Yeah, they are not artillery, so you're wrong.
Oh, shut down.
Dabbed. All right. Yeah. So it is the autocannon ham Loki or autocannon slept ham Loki rush. They are playing the exact same setups. The only difference is that a Rainbow Wolves warped in at 10, and Nightmare Skating Issue warped in at 0 with everything, except for the logistics ships. Logistics frigates are out on the edge on both sides, which makes sense. A little bit farther away. So we're going to see explosions very, very fast here because that's a lot of DPS on both sides.
Oh yeah, I'm actually kind of curious to see if the was it Wolf team? I can't remember. Yeah, the Rainbow Wolves. I wonder if they're going to try and like pull away and do a little bit of damage with barrage first, and then go in, like buy a little bit of DPS in time. Because I suspect this other team's getting ready for a full like brawl. They'll probably even have hail loaded at this point.
Yeah,
So
I
you
would
could try to be
expect
smart.
so.
You could try to be a little smart, pull a bit of distance first, get a bit of free damage in, and then turn around and just hit them with everything you've got on a ship that's already weakened. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of like little weird things you do in this setup. Like I've practiced this versus itself a lot, and just different rushes versus each other. And I mean, we saw it happen so much in the AO that there's a lot of like tiny, very quick target calling decisions that need to be made, because what'll happen is right off the bat, both teams, in theory, assuming one of them doesn't totally dominate the other one, are going to be losing ships left and right. So what it really comes down to, it's not so much who kills the first ship, because they should trade really quickly. It's the decision of whether or not you go for the back line or you keep going through big ships. And
now, I want to say right now, I want to see these Fipples from the Wolves team go straight after the Scalpels who are on their own with the Bifrost, nothing else helping them. Go murder them. No, there's nothing to stop you.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is that the best? We still don't really know if that's the best idea. Like we'll see if it works, then cool. That totally was the best idea. Sometimes it's not, but the match is starting in like just a couple seconds here.
It's definitely a choice if you go for the DPS race or you go for the long-term plan. They could just charge in, go for the max DPS race. Or they
Rainbow is actually burning straight away, like you said, so good call on that one. However, the Lokis are chasing directly after, and it looks like Nightmare might actually be going after the Bifrost first. So they're going to try and trade a Bifrost for Svipple, which is really interesting. Yeah, Bifrost is dead. Svipple is dead. So, hey, look at that. Good trade. Taking Lynx off the field.
Interesting said is that the Wolf team was running away, right? But yet Snake Plus never cycled his micro warp drive. He just slowly burned.
Yeah, it's hard to see. So it's actually gotten spread out. The thing about this is now that everything's spread out, it changes the entire dynamic, because Sleipnirs actually need to be really close to apply DPS fully. Rainbow is trading; they're going after another Svipple, and he's going to go down really, really quickly here. But Nightmare is trying to trade Svipple, so they're taking each other's backlines out, which is a different tactic than I personally would use. But we're going to see how it works out.
I'm just going to say as well, while they're doing it, there was a Sleipnir just sitting next to an enemy Loki with another Sleipnir nearby, and they weren't shooting each other. They were just shooting each other's support. No one at any point shot the big ships. They're finally doing it now, but it's just weird. You're standing next to your enemy and shooting their small stuff.
Rainbow just nukes down a Scalpel, actually, like really fast. I think they're going to take out the second Scalpel here really quickly too. Like I said, very different setup. I'm not sure about this. Obviously, Rainbow's ahead by a little bit, but if Nightmare switches on and starts taking out the Paradigm, they might just be able to get ahead on DPS. We'll see in a second, though, but I don't know.
I'm not a fan of that second Scalpel kill call. I think they should have gone for a big ship now, as one of their big ships is already being targeted. But, I mean...
Yeah, I agree. And, here's the thing with this, is that it feels like they both had the exact same idea, but Rainbow executed it a couple seconds faster here. At the end of the day, though, this can come down completely to whether or not, like, this might come down to the Bifrost links, which is crazy. The Rainbow Wolves is actually doing a lot of damage to Benji's Sleipnir right now. They have him in about half. We're going to start seeing him self-boost quite a bit. Just because the Logi's down doesn't mean he's not going to be able to tank for a little bit.
Oh yeah, his XLASB boosting as hard as he can. There's got to be an XLASB just trying desperately. And he's holding on a bit, but he's about to run out of charges, I suspect.
Yeah, he should go down right here.
I have to ask, everyone in chat, have you seen Snake Plus fire his micro warp drive once? I wonder if he's like a surprise all-tank fit or something. Just absolute meme stuff, you know? I would love it if that was true, but he's now being shot down to low shield, about to go into armor. Meanwhile, Mariah Yao is about to go pop. Gone! Mariah Yao just got deleted.
Yeah, I think he might have not actually turned his shield hardeners on, which is entirely possible. He might have had everything preheated, and Snake Plissken is like somehow living here with all of those shield rep drones on him. So Nightmare Skating Issue, like they just lost two
Oh,
Sleipnirs
wow.
for. They're about to lose one, but they lost two Sleipnirs for nothing, which is
And
not what you want to
unfortunately,
see in this.
the Loki of Nanli NL was actually a smart bomb Loki trying to remove the rep drones. He did finally get it and get rid of a Snake Pliss, but that might have been a bit too late, as now they've still got a Sleipnir on the Wolves side, and they're only versing 3 Lokis, and I mean, they're Lokis. They're not really a Sleipnir in terms of the damage.
They are Lokis, but they are also like they have an opportunity here that they really, really need to do, and just get the hell away and start spreading webs, because the Paradigm Sleipnir is actually he's not moving at all. He's kind of just sitting there like super web down and applying DPS. I'm trying to figure out how close he is to the actual target. Yeah, he's actually a little bit far away from the target, so he's they've mitigated a little bit of damage by just the call that they're doing.
Again, Nanli NL with that Loki burnt straight up to the Sleipnir or Paradigm and smart bomb whatever remaining rep drones were left. So that Loki is just kind of just going in there brawling, smart bombing off all the support, and then just hugging the ship. And Paradigm goes down to it too. That's actually a surprisingly good call.
It's a surprisingly good call. I'm not sure who's gonna win with this one. I know it sounds kind of like, okay, well, yeah, there's 2 Lokis versus 3. I think that the Nightmare Skating Issue Lokis, if they're drone Lokis and they have rep drones still, they could maybe pull this off just from the smart bombs. So I'm not really sure. They might have smart bombed their own drones off though, which is not a good thing. But you see that Light does have rep drones on Nan. Nan needs to get Light rep drones on Light, and they could maybe tank this. I know that sounds super weird, but there's a possibility here that Nightmare could still win.
Here's a crazy idea, right? What if Nan got really lucky and timed his smart bombs to go off when the missiles are about to arrive and start firewalling them, eh? Could you imagine the amazing stuff that will totally not happen in an AT tournament ever?
Yeah, I don't think that I don't think small smart bombs do enough damage, but that would be pretty cool. I think we've seen that before actually, but it's not going to happen. Light does drop down. Yeah, that was really close. That was like actually really close. Remember, this is a best of 3, so just because this has happened, it doesn't mean Rainbow Wolves are out of it at first. I guess while they're taking down the last one, I think both of us said we didn't really like wiping out the back line. Do you still kind of agree with that?
I still don't really agree. They could have had like the Sleipnirs poke on one of the Lokis or the other Sleipnirs and just rip it to absolute shreds. Because I mean, we had the DPS to do it, but they could have sent, say, the Swipples to go murder the Scalpels while that's happening. Oh, we talked about that before. They could have had the Swipples go in on the big ship too. I don't know. I like headshotting, so I'm kind of biased there. I didn't see what killing the small stuff really did.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like, if we saw how fast the Sleipnirs just melted when they were all shooting each other, I don't think the Scalpels would have kept them up. Like, I really like your idea where it's like, okay, well, let's send let's send our Spipples onto their Scalpels and then kill their Sleipnirs. Maybe we'll see this setup again. Maybe not. However, regardless of how we feel, Rainbow Wolves does win, that last Loki surviving in about 60% armor, and that is Rainbow Wolves up 1-0 on Nightmare Skating Issue with 100 to 55.